Now, Asian shares dropped sharply after the U.S. launched strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites over the weekend. Indian stocks opened in the red, with Sensex down over 800 points. Investors are tracking the escalating tensions in the Gulf region. South Korea's Kospi and Japan's Nikkei 225 index also opened lower. Oil prices jumped nearly 3% in early trade, briefly touching 5-month highs before stabilizing. The spike follows concerns over potential disruptions in global oil supply after the U.S. strikes.
Well, Iran's 3% of the global oil supply, so that's a concern. But OPEC has said they will release supply. So I think short term it'll be okay in respect to oil. The big thing is if there's some sort of blockade for the Straits of Hormuz, that could interrupt shipping.
The short-term impact may be cushioned, but further escalation can tighten supply and increase price volatility. The spotlight is now on the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow but critical choke point for global energy flows. Now, roughly 25% of world's oils and 20% of liquefied natural gas passes through this 33-kilometer wide waterway. Iran has threatened to block access, raising concerns of shipping disruptions. Economists say that while temporary disruptions are possible, global shipping routes tend to adapt quickly.
Well, I think to some extent, given that a lot of our age is energy dependent, they'd be concerned about oil prices, but they've got alternative supply from Australia and the US and Canada and so on, so they'd be reasonably calm about that. But I imagine they'd want no other nations getting involved. Obviously, there's people watching Russia. China's keeping out of it for now, but they're probably watching Russia and Turkey to see if there's any sort of second-order effects.
Still, the risk of attacks on merchant vessels remains a key concern for energy and trade markets. Rising volatility is hitting across investment assets, with Bitcoin dropping below $100,000.